Well, I think it's about time for some more of that video game. We are continuing with the Master Sword 3D print, a little bit of a different angle this time than before, considering I tried to set up the camera at the normal angle that it goes on top of my keyboard there, and it just is not staying put. It just keeps turning to the right with the way that the cable pulls it. And I don't know how I got it to stay there before, but it's just not right now. So I'm fairly certain last time we printed the wrapping for the grip on the Thingerbob, but now we're actually printing the grip itself, so that's gonna take like the next 4 hours. I needed to do some stuff since last time in terms of getting ready for the final child unit here, which I have now done, and I should be at the ready here. Apparently today's Azura's birthday. Interesting. Also, hold on. Castle settings. We've been in the same music for a little while, so Dusk Falls. The thing that we were basically just listening to on the stream starting soon screen. That. So I, this last Friday, ended up bringing my cousin's younger kiddo to a cheer competition, and needed to get there a decent bit early so that everyone in our group there would have time to prepare and get ready for that all. So it was about an hour and a half of waiting in the audience. So I was like, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna transfer my save data for Fire Emblem Fates to my actual physical 3DS, and then just bring my actual physical 3DS in my pocket. So I grinded boot camp a whole lot, and I got myself up to level 15, and I level up Azura a little bit there. Hold on, una momento. My Dudo, yeah, wasn't in the party anymore, because I got Life Taker, and I wanted to pass Life Taker down to Kana and stuff, so now that's there and established. So I'm always transparent in these playthroughs whenever I decide to literally use cheaty peach strats to save myself from taking 3,000 years. And this did take a while. Like, every golden guy that I killed would give me like 20 EXP, so it wasn't too bad, but it was still a little bit annoying, and some people got like I don't think I used Ophelia at all, I used Midori a little bit. Some people got a decent few level ups, like Dwyer went from level 1 to level 7 now, so he's looking pretty good. So some people have some weapon levels up and different things here, which is pretty nice. Odin I was just bringing for support with the Zura there, because why not towards the end. But anyway, I'm always transparent when I cheat, so I'm going to disclose that I did this completely legitimately. The level grinding, I was thinking about just doing cheaty peach strats like I did for the rest of the adults, of just like, yeah, this is gonna take too long, let's just use like 100 EXP every time you go into combat cheat. But I didn't. I did it legitimately. I sat in the audience for waiting for this event to start, pulled up my 3DS, and I just grinded it out. And I'm always concerned about doing boot camp on emulator, or on not emulator, because I can't save state, so it's like, I make one little mistake towards the end, and then I have to restart the whole map, and then I've just lost progress. I actually never lost a single unit a single time. I actually did, like, boot camp really well. I was very impressed with myself, because usually it's like every few attempts, not every few attempts, but every, like, 5 to 10, I'll have at least one that just dies because I did something dumb. But nope, I actually did it good. What I did also do, though, I did cheat in that I got, like, more monies to get myself a bunch of iron weapons, so I could make a whole bunch of iron +2 weapons, was the case, since I didn't really have a whole lot of those to go around. So now I have a whole bunch of iron +2 weapons. I had a bunch of steel +2 weapons before. Now I have a whole bunch of iron +2 weapons, so I don't have, like, the wimpiest things ever for those that are just down to iron. And now I'm back to broke again, because the amount that I cheated in turned out to be, like, exactly the amount that I wanted for, like, I think I got 16 of each type of iron weapon, and now I'm down to like 5k again. Oh, and I cheated in some seals, because I was concerned about running out for a little while, so I did that too, so I'm good on seals, because I can't exactly visit other castles to get more seals. Well, I probably can, but it's very on and off, it's iffy results, and it won't work at all here pretty soon, since the servers are going down. So relaxing, even my vocal cords feel nice. This feeling makes me want to sing. Gain a surge of speed and luck. Can't afford to be caught off guard, my weapons and voice are always at the ready. Weapon proficiency improved. Oh, that's nice. And what might this be? Suppose I better take a look. Odin's Grimoire. Sweet. Aside from my pendant, don't wear many adornments. Should I accessorize? Here, take this pretty princess bow from Ignatius. Birthday present from me. I don't know what to say. Thank you, Harmonia. Also, I didn't realize that Azura's was a day before mine here. Also, currently getting a character ready for Elden Ring DLC on Steam Deck. Nice. And since you're not banned from playing overhaul mods like the other games, co-op for the DLC is possible. That sounds kind of fun there. Things are going pretty alright today, Mythic. Hope things are going alright with you. Oh. Arthur can definitely persuade Gazak to join us. Watch him. Here it comes.
Beware my fists of justice! Victory is mine!
Well, that sounded pretty persuasive to me. I don't know about you. I'd probably want to join after that. My goodness gracious. Bought a car, so other than for the condition of your wallet, you're doing pretty good. Nice. Hopefully a upgrade there to what you were driving before. Is it something nice? Because I've been meaning to upgrade my car here at some point, but still haven't gotten around to doing that. But yeah, also, after said cheer event, one thing led to another, and little cousin was, like, spending time here for the weekend. I was doing a couple streams where she was big chilling in the back here. But I was like, yeah, Fire Emblem Fates is one that I think I'll definitely wait until I'm back on my own again. So now here I am, and now we're doing a little bit more Fire Emblem Fates. 2019 Honda Civic, SI 4-door. I don't know what the SI means, but 2019 Honda Civic, that I've heard before. So I can't exactly picture it in my mind, but I have a rough idea-ish. Is it sticking? Nope. Oh, that is bad. That is very not good. That is a failed print right there because it is not remotely sticking to the build plate. I wonder what is up with that. It is literally on the bottom of my nozzle. What the heck? As 6-speed manual. Oh, and turbocharged engine produces about 220 horsepower, so neat. What the heck? Where are my pliers? Here they are. That's not what's supposed to happen, is it now? Let's see here. Take that off. What the heck has happened here? Craziness. It is possible that the nozzle is too high. I have been tinkering with some of those settings lately. Oh, it like reset my offset actually because I turn it off and on, so it's not actually higher. So maybe I will put it up to the higher amount that I had it set as. I think I had it to... What did I have it to? I think I just had it at this, where it was like 1/100th of a millimeter up, or whatever the heck this is here. Well, my audio cut out for a hot second. That was weird. And let's swap out build plates, just in case that one has like some hand oils on it or something. I'll wash it again later. I'm pretty sure I washed it recently, but I'll do it again at some point. Let's swap it. That off. On. I washed both those plates at the same time a couple days ago. I don't think I've used that one since I washed it, so let's try this again. Also, in terms of printing this Master Sword, I have parts all over my desk, just willy-nilly. Like, this is the biggest, easiest to find one, but across a whole bunch of stuff, I still haven't found a place on my shelf for Mario vs. Donkey Kong here, because I need to make some dedicated space on my shelf there. But all these little parts that I've been printing for this little assembly thingamabob during Fire Emblem Fates here, they're just all over my desk right now. I have all sorts of random 3D printed crap on my desk right now. Of all sorts of different things. Here's one of my projects I've been working at is the Hidden Blade. But like, it's not, I think I'm gonna have to reprint this piece because there's supposed to be holes in places that there isn't. Like it over extruded, there was too much plastic. So I'll try to drill some holes into this. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just have to reprint this whole little thingamabob here. That's the actual blade part. But I would love to use this for like an Assassin's Creed cosplay or something like that. I think that'd be cool, especially with cooler colors like that, like a red blade and stuff. Anyway, I'll figure that out at some point here. But yeah, I just have a whole bunch of random prints on my desk right now. It's kind of the case. Get a picture of your car sometime soon, but mostly at home in the driveway and by your friend's house and haven't been able to go somewhere neutral for an image. That makes sense. I gotcha there. Yeah, I've been occupado myself recently. I know that has nothing to do with like me taking a picture of my car, but I know the feel there. But also, as I was grinding around, there's a whole bunch of support conversation stuff available. First, I should probably change class here. Also, the one character that I didn't use at all in grinding was Valoria here, since I wanted to get her friendship up with Kana so that she can reclass to Swordmaster and then get levels up in that. So she's still at level 1 here. I want to reclass now because I got up to level 15 and I got the skills I want from there. So yeah, I want things from this, so I guess I'm gonna be down to just wielding swords for a little while. And I could have done the class changing like on my own time between sessions, but so many of my thumbnails of just people chatting and like support conversations is just straight up like, here's my cast on my little icon in the background. So here's opportunities for different thumbnails in the backgrounds, I guess. I'll still have like the character PNGs on it, but hey, excuse for different things, I guess. There we go. Cool. I'll shove these away for now because I don't need them. Is there other cool swords that I can use? Silver sword's probably not as good as this. Yeah, it's not. Armor Slayer. There's 11 sword. Oh, my magic's pretty good. Probably doesn't hurt matters that I was leveling up in Dark Mage for a little while. So yeah, I can do that. I just won't be able to activate skills, things like that. So there was that. And I reclassed Azura into this because I wanted Amaterasu here because it'll just stack with her thing for a total of 30% HP being healed to nearby allies that are within 2 spaces. So I'd reclassed her to this and was doing levels with her in this class, but she was getting like 1 EXP like per encounter. It was going nowhere. I didn't get like a single level up, I don't think, in the entire time that I was playing with her like on camera here. So after I was done with my unit to level 15, I was like, I'm gaining 4 levels with Azura so that she gets her 4 skills, and I'm reclassing her again. I don't think there's any other skills that she wants right now, and if there is, I can just do it like on the dedicated grinding map during dedicated time, because it was not half bad doing it then, and now it's like, yeah, I've been really feeling my lack of a singer, and now that she has that, I think I'm good. I don't think there's any other skills that I want, because the last thing would just be like warp, the warp item there. There's all the stats going down. Then I probably replaced. The heck was that sound? I think something just fell. I think it was my build plate that I stuck on my shelf underneath there. So I don't know, my microphone picked me up, but that scared the crap out of me. Oh my goodness. Now I have her inventory set up and stuff to be back to being a songstress. You heard it? Is my print okay? Let's see here. Print looks okay, I think. It's actually sticking this time. I will increase the temperature of the bottom plate to promote it sticking even better, because yeah, it's just gonna have to print like very slowly upwards here. I think that was one of my build plates. I think that was the one that I was printing on before that wasn't fully on the shelf. And I'm trying to move my chair in while having a blanket over my legs because I'm always freezing, and I keep running the chair wheels over the blanket and getting it caught in the wheels and stuff. Civic SI is really nice and has such a great enthusiast daily. It's fun, quick enough, and is very comfortable seating space for 4 and plenty of trunk space, practical fun. Nice. It's kind of like my Pontiac vibe. Lots of space, comfortable for 4. Nice little vehicle there. All right, yeah, look at this. I got 2 swords now, and I'm never gonna be using 2 swords. But yeah, it's a sandwich. You asked a thing, I gave an answer, and then you checked back a while back, and there really isn't a better answer than that, though. Like, it's very random. There's not really... Like, I think you got the best answer that you could get, is the case. And I don't know if coming into the stream to complain about my Discord server is really the most professional thing to do. Hello, I'm Peachy. I hope things are going well today. But yeah, now I have like a bazillion support conversations queued up because of going around and grinding a whole bunch and stuff. So yeah, there's that. I guess let's have people talk with each other. So when I was having Azura kind of grinding on her own there, I just had her pair up with someone that she was already at B with. I looked here and was like, who is she at B with and who could she get to A? I was like, hey, let's do it with Odin. I like Odin, so let's do that. That's what's going on here. Odin, I've been meaning to tell you how brave you were the other day. How brave was he? Watching you fearlessly cross that bridge was impressive. You were pretty cool. It was nothing, milady. Truly, I brave any danger to put your mind at ease. If watching me face death helps you cope with your own memories, so be it. Speaking of my memories, you might not know this, but I was once a princess of Nor. Also, before I forget, I do literally have this set up. I may as well hit it now, because I already know, like, what we're going to, so, like, right? Yes, so I've heard. It was only my home for a short time. I've never told anyone this, but I lived every day in fear, as I was constantly tormented by the king's subordinates. It was so bad, so cruel. To this day, I can't seem to completely let it go. But you, Odin, you're so brave. The way you face your fear, you really inspired me. Zura, truly, it was nothing. Overcoming the past is no small feat, but I know you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, and I can help. I just came up with a new spell, the Merciless Memory Masher. It will help you overcome your bad memories once and for all. Well, I suppose it's worth a shot. What do I have to do? Just stay put. There's a ritual I have to perform before we get started. Then I'll cast the spell on you using my signature moves. The cool ones. Won't that look a bit strange? Of course not. Okay, let's get started. You just stay right there and try not to move or blink. Perfect. Alright, here we go. Odin Dark summons the power of the night. Hear me, knight! Oh no, this isn't good. He's really getting into that weird song and dance. He's so focused. I have a feeling this could go on for quite a while. Gods, what will I do if someone sees what's happening right now? That might be more traumatizing than my memories. That's it. I can't let this go on. Odin, that spell is really amazing. I think it's already done the trick. Really? Wow, that was quick. Wait, are you sure it worked? Yes, it absolutely did. I couldn't feel better. Thank you, Odin. I'm certain my life will be a lot simpler and happier from now on. It was an honor to help you, milady. Though that's really strange since I hadn't even started the spell yet. Well, what's going on with her one kid Forrest here, Lesai? Hey there, Forrest. You look sad. Did something happen? Mother, how could you tell? Mother's intuition? I wouldn't need that to see that you're upset. It's written all over your face. I see. I was in town today, picking up some supplies, and I ran into the worst people. There was an elderly man who had gotten lost, and no one would help him. A few townsfolk were mocking him. I was disheartened to see people be so cruel. It's terrible, dear. What did you do? I helped him get home, of course. The poor dear was so confused. I don't understand. It's one thing to stand by idly, but they were laughing at him. Forrest. I know I shouldn't be surprised. People can be incredibly unkind. Sometimes I wish I could shut myself up in my room forever. But Forrest, if you lock yourself away, then you'll miss opportunities to do good. Just think, if you'd stayed home, no one would have rescued that old man. The world needs you to be brave. Thanks, Mother. I must find my courage again. Remember, dear, callous people will always find a reason to be mean. But you cannot let that be an excuse to turn your heart to stone. You're right. It would hurt even more to change myself to avoid their cruelty. You can always come and talk to me when you're feeling sad, dear. Even if all I can offer you is a sympathetic ear, you know that I'm always here for you. I couldn't ask for anything more. Thank you, Mother. Well, then what's the A support going to be? But yeah, and it's nice if that's what's intended. I hope that that's what was intended then. That it was a presentation with some laughs along the way. Because that's kind of the way that I'm handling my game project that I'm developing here. And it's kind of the way that I handled my last in-class presentation that I had for my human-computer interaction class. Oh, these guys are going to get up to A now. Good evening, Forrest. Have you given any more thought about what you'd like to do regarding Brynhild? I think that's how it's pronounced, right? I always used to say, like, Brynhilder, but I don't think that you say the R. Yes, I have, but I'm afraid I don't have an answer for you yet. I see. It's noble that you wish to keep people from harm. From me, I certainly don't want to force the book upon you. However, I think there is another way to look at the situation. Powerful magic is dangerous, but can also be used to protect people. How do you mean? What, you can do that too? Whoa! There are those who always wish to take advantage of the weak. History has shown us this time and time again. But a strong defense can repel even the most vicious attack. It can sometimes even prevent fighting altogether. Can we agree that much? Certainly, but fear of one's enemy can also lead to reckless action. True, it's a double-edged sword. The important thing is to be thoughtful and to wield your power responsibly. I suppose that's true. I have great faith in you, Forrest. In my heart, I know that you would use Brynhild wisely. Considering your compassionate nature and loving heart, you could do far greater things with this tome than I've ever dreamed of. I don't know. Abusing one's power is a great evil in this world. Possibly the greatest. Since receiving this book, I've always tried to keep that in mind. I've often wondered how best to use it. What actions are permitted. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Haven't you ever played Assassin's Creed, Leo? As the heir of Brynhild, I hope you will do the same someday. Control of the earth, gravity, and life itself will be in your hands. I don't know if I can handle that responsibility right now. But perhaps eventually, once I've matured a bit more, I do hope you will entrust me with Brynhild when the time is right. Eventually, I would like to walk the same path as you. I need to reflect on what it truly means to possess incredible power, but I would love to protect people from the devastation of war. I'm pleased, Forrest. I look forward to when that day comes. I was about to say something, and then I forgot what it was, and then I remembered again. And hopefully after I read these, I don't forget again. But yeah, kind of like a recap of last class that every student has to do every day. Oh, like, recapping the stuff that's going on there. My recent I guess my actual most recent presentation where there wasn't any laughs involved. I was getting things mixed up. I had to give a presentation for my research project lab group here recently of just like, here's a summary of what I've done so far for my research project. And apparently there's a board game party get together thing where Bob halfway through the month that is open to those that doing research projects and those in the computing science field and stuff like that. I might just go to it and like play some board games with people and stuff, so that might be fun. As Forrest a fast runner, I don't think he has a friend Janae to like inspire him and spur him on, so probably not. And yeah, he's not even using the Throngler. I'm pretty sure it's his bro that's using the Throngler. Seems to be better. Oh yeah, also think about weapon levels and stuff. And hello, Flame Bro. Hope things are going well today. I got his weapon level up while I was grinding the map, which means I think he can actually use the Flame Shuriken and be good now. Yes, he can. Look at this. Yoink. Just do that. There we go. Because now he can actually wreck stuff. He's not going to be able to activate Astra when he's doing that. But he'll actually be able to clean up. I never thought that I'd actually be seriously using Butler Leo. Honestly, what this was is just like, hey, I got all the parents to level 15 in the class that I wanted to get them skills in. Let's put them into the next class that I want to get them skills in. I'm not actually going to get them skills in that right now because I don't really have reason to. But I still need a healer, and Leo happened to be someone that I reclassed into Butler because I'm fairly certain that Butler comes with... Was it Tomebreaker? What was it that I wanted from Butler again? I don't know, it was some skill that I wanted in Butler from him here. Got some sort of skill that I wanted on him. And he just so happened to be a Butler, while also giving support with 2 of the kiddos here, so it kind of made sense to bring him. And now I'm kind of seriously using him, and he's not even using his trademark Tome of Brynhild, which, I mean, you can't even forge anyway, so why would I? But yeah, the fact that I'm actually seriously using Leo as a Butler in this playthrough, and not just as a meme, is, it's funny how things work out sometimes. But yeah, I think the presentation really funny and educational. You can if you like. I probably won't be able to see it until after the stream. Holy crap! Wow, everyone wants to get to know Soleil a little bit better here, I guess, now. I'm not singing this out, whatever it is. Oh, I think I almost got it that time. Okay, that's Soleil here. Megalovania intensifies. Just when I thought I had it. Having problems, Soleil? Huh? Where did you come from? I'm so sorry. I didn't intend to startle you. Oh, it's only you. I'm sorry for screaming in your face. Fault is mine. Was that your singing I heard? So you heard that. I'm a lousy singer, so I thought I'd get in some practice where no one could hear. But I guess I wasn't safe even this far from camp. My apologies. It was rude of me to spy on you like that. But why the sudden interest in singing? You never know what the path to a girl's heart will be. If I meet a cute girl who's a sucker for a pretty voice, if I could deliver on the spot, I'd blow my chance with her. Oh. Hey, you know a thing or two about singing, don't you? Do you have any tips for me? Tips? Your voice will sound best if you breathe deeply and sing from your stomach. Sing from the stomach? I've never heard anything come from there except growling. It was a figure of speech. What I mean is, don't just sing with the breath in your mouth right now. You have to sing with your whole body, with all the air in your lungs. That'll help your singing sound fuller and more projected. Also, I just now re-remembered what I was gonna say. I remembered what I wanted to say. I just forgot that I wanted to say it. I'll say it after this. Oh, I get you. That makes more sense. Last time my stomach sang, I think it turned the girl I was talking to off. Yes, we wouldn't want that. Thanks, Shigure. I'll try your way. Do let me know how it goes. Yeah, I will only date you if you can sing very well. Now then, prove that you can or I will walk away. Yeah. Online dating market. No, the thing that I wanted to say is, since the last time that I streamed this was the latest Pokemon Presents, which announced Pokemon Legends ZA, now that Pokemon Z version's on the way, that means I want to play Pokemon X and Y, because I like to do things in order, which means that, first of all, I won't be able to do it for a while, because this semester's kind of busy, and my game schedule is kind of super crazy right now, all things considered. Like, if I look in the schedule channel right now, and I turn on display capture here, It's like, I'll be able to beat this in one more session. I've beaten it. I just need to do the DLC now. This is still gonna take like quite a while. I have no idea how much more to expect for this. This is a long game. Here's another long game. This is happening whenever it's happening and is long and is kind of outside the normal ongoing playthrough things. This will take me one more session. This will take me one more session. So like one more session of 3 things, and then 3 things that are ultra long. And then like Unicorn Overlord is coming out here, and that's gonna take me a good while too. Oh yeah, and the Princess Peach game is coming out this month as well, but that's probably not gonna be long. But anyway, stuff is long. I really don't want to add another long playthrough to my game schedule right now, so it's probably not gonna be happening for a little while. But I do fully plan on doing like a Pokemon X and Y playthrough now. But with me doing this 3DS game, what if that's just like my next dedicated 3DS game? I mean, I might not even be using this layout because I want to change it up to have like Pokemon on the screen and stuff like that. And if it's a Soul Link, then I want 2 things. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from just like changing the layout. I have them in folders, the different layouts here. And I can easily switch to different 3DS layouts and stuff. Like if I wanted to, I could enable the Detective Pikachu layout here. Or whatever the heck. Here's Samus Returns. Oh, but it has like a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet background there because it just got a background with like the same image name as the one it was looking for in the first directory that it found it ever since I changed a bunch of directories for things, but that's a-okay. Anyway, might not be this layout, but it's easy to change anyway, even if it was. But I think wait for this semester to finish up first, and then sometime this summer I'll probably do X and Y. Probably not on this layout, probably a different layout. Print is still looking like it's going okay so far. Hopefully it stays that way. I just pretend that they were shouting there. Stop shouting. I'm trying to nap over here. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you up? I'll try to be quieter about my sword drills. That'd be great. You know, napping is great and all, but why don't you practice with me? There's nothing like working up a good sweat. Pass. My regular work is hard enough without exerting myself in my free time. So lazy, Dwyer. You'll never be a hit with the girls if you lounge around all day. Business is it of yours. Phew, maybe I should take a breather myself. Ugh, my clothes are soaked through with sweat. Well, that's an easy fix. That happens with me sometimes in Taekwondo. Oh, wait, so I don't change your clothes here. Why not? I really want to get these gross clothes off now that I'm done training. But right here, I'll see. Oh, is that all? I don't care. You should care. Because even if you don't, I do. Hey, no one's forcing you to look. Well, that's technically true. Still, though. Suit yourself. I'll just go change over there instead. Why am I feeling embarrassed when she's the one taking her clothes off in public? Fire Emblem Fates is a strange video game. Hello, Hikari. Things are going pretty alrighty over here. It's been a little bit of a wacky weekend here, spending time with the with the little cousin here. Because after the cheer event, she was just like, hey, I kind of want to spend the night over with you guys. And then one night became 2 nights, and she just ended up like spending the weekend here with us. Yesterday, we ended up binging the entire How to Train Your Dragon trilogy in a row. And that was fun. And watching several other movies. So I want to do a lot of stream stuff this weekend. And do like some school stuff as well, but it's more so turned into just like movie binging weekend with family, which has actually been like a kind of fun break from things. But yeah, and hello Anima, Norian scum 10 miles that way, which way? Just imagine Pokemon Conquest 2 by the Fire Emblem devs. I'd be so happy about that. She's so vapid, yeah. We got to see a little bit of that in the AC Odyssey stream last night there. Hey Sophie. Whoa, where did you come from? Do you need me for something? Are you the serious one? But no, I don't need something. Just admiring a beautiful flower. And that is the end of our discussion. I prefer to be recognized for my ability. What? Wait, Sophie, don't be like that. I don't have time for odes to beauty. I'm trying to become a great knight. You might actually be a great knight right now. I forget if I had you in Paladin or Great Knight. That unmanageable horse of yours? Wow, how can you say that? Evil's just excitable, that's all. Sorry, I couldn't resist teasing you a little. So, you want to be a great knight, huh? Because I have an idea. Uh-oh. Let's make a little bet on if you can pass as a knight in the next encounter. I'll be the judge. If I say you fought well, then you win. You're the judge of a bet you're part of? It seems kind of biased. What, you don't think you can win? And how about I ask everyone in our army after our next battle? That won't be necessary. Fine, just you then. What happens if I win? Then I will never call you a flower again. Sounds good. And if I lose, then you'll change your name to Flower? No way, Soleil. Oh, alright. You have to emblazon a tiny flower on your armor. Alright, challenge accepted. Well then, Lady Knight, I'll see you on the battlefield. You better be there. Watch me closely, you hear? I'm going to win this bet. But yeah. And yeah, today is the 7th year birthday for the Nintendo Switch. I remember I was there on the day that it launched, waiting in line for 12.5 hours. But yeah, you heard I gave you an existential crisis of 14 when the Switch came out. How time flies. I'm in my final semester of university right now. I was still in high school when the Switch came out. Like, it was towards the end of high school. I was in grade 12, but used to play like Mario Kart and Bomberman and a little bit of 1-2 Switch with classmates in the hallway. None of which I talk to at all anymore. I haven't seen for many, many years. But those were some good times. Do. Soleil, what are you doing? What's it look like? I tripped and fell in the mud, so I'm changing clothes. I guess she just does that in front of everybody. I could see that all too well. I mean, not that I was staring. I just happened to catch a glimpse of what I mean to say is we're out of doors, Soleil. Wow, Siegbert, you seem really flustered today for some reason. Some reason? Are you saying you don't know? What, is it because I'm changing? I don't really care if people see me. You seem almost proud of that fact. But regardless of whether you care, I very much do. It shouldn't be that big a deal, though. Not for my future lord, anyway. What makes you think you're going to be my retainer? Well, my dad serves Lord Xander, so it stands to reason that as his kid, I've served Lord Xander's son, right? I'm not sure I follow, but I appreciate the thought. And as my future lord, you need to be ready for whatever I might do. Alright, where was I? No, stop! I just told you to not change your clothes here. It's embarrassing even if I avert my eyes. Try to at least have some modesty. Siegbert, I'm hurt. Are you ashamed of me because I got scuffed up a little? What? No, that wasn't my meaning. I apologize if I said something to offend. It's just, I give up. Whoa, future Lord Siegbert. Dang, he's gone already. Yeah, I didn't get a Switch until you graduated high school. You spent most of the Switch's lifespan playing 3DS. Fair enough there. First half of its lifespan anyway. Did you play any of like the new releases that came out as of the Switch releasing? Like Detective Pikachu or Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story on the 3DS? Because I know they continue to release some games there. But as long as Nintendo doesn't pull an irritating stunt with the next console, like making it digital only or charging $500 for one, you probably pick one up sooner rather than later. Yeah, here's hoping that they don't do something like that. As just like a back-compatible upgrade of the Switch. Just like continue to expand on the Switch and give it more oomph. Aw yeah, Mr. Krabs. Look at all those cute girls. Just frolicking without a care in the world. Soleil, what are you doing? Shh, keep your voice down, Ignatius. I'll run away if you're too loud. Your shh was way louder than anything I said. Whatever, just shut up. Are you hunting something? You could say that. Wait a second. Are you hunting those girls down there? What exactly do you have in mind? Nothing. Okay, fine. I was going to sneak up on one of them and pinch her as hard as I can. Is that so wrong? Yes. Yes, I believe that is wrong. You just don't know how to have fun. I should pinch you sometime. You know, I've never even seen you smile. That can't be true. Can it? I guess that's how that ends. You didn't play either of those two names, though you did play a lot of Mario Maker 3DS, which would have been one of the later releases, right? Maybe? I don't remember. Got the 3DS late as well. New 3DS XL, same Christmas season that Sun and Moon release. Spent most of your time picking up used games you missed out on. Fair enough. That's something that I might like to do sometime after I've graduated. I think after I'm graduated from university and I'm back from my little trip down to Texas and Louisiana, that I found out that there's a bunch of classic game stores. There's like 3 or something like that in my city of classic game stores. I might just make like a little bit of a day trip to go around to classic game stores and see what kind of cool things that I can find. Like maybe like some cool classic GameCube games, maybe some Game Boy Color games so I can actually have some games for my Game Boy Color. I think that'd be kind of cool because I just don't have any Vigia games right now is the case. How many support conversations are there? Do I want to split this up into 2 parts? Maybe I should because I've already been streaming for like 40 minutes. Well, 35 when you don't count like the stream starting soon screen. So I mean, I could do that. But yeah, it's the Harmonian Nation coronation. It sure is. That's what's going on here. How's it going today, Lancer? Also, yeah, so I already did the invite ally. When I was doing like grinding while waiting for this like cheer practice to start, I went here and just like mashed A, figuring that I was gonna like go into this menu of invite ally, and then I figure out like who the heck I'm building up bond with and grinding out support. And I forgot that bond is an option here now because it's been like forever since that was there. So it looks like it happened twice. I accidentally got like 2 hearts between sessions of that. Oh, and a thing happens on this. Time to stare at one another, and then your bond is deep and something new might happen. Whoa, that's crazy. What be the words of the time?
I love you so much.
Whoa.
You're the only person I'll allow to see me all embarrassed like this.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Fates, what a video game, huh? Alright. Well, I don't really know what that achieves, Skull, but it's something or other. I'm gonna find Kingsfield so you can get jealous that your local radio game store doesn't have any of them. I can keep that in mind. Just want more for your FromSoft collection, but the world disagrees, so fair enough there. Make use of 3DS Online before it goes down. Last night you were playing online battles in Pokemon Ultra Sun. Server participation currently sparse, but opposing players can be found. Huh. And is the online consistently working for you? Because I've tried to use the online in this, like transferring my save data to my actual 3DS, and it just doesn't work like half the time. More than half the time, honestly. Sometimes very rarely it'll let me visit someone else's castle, but usually it won't. Oh yeah, and I brought in more materials. That's another thing I forgot to mention. But yeah, if it's English version, then it's actually Kingsfield 2. Real Kingsfield 1 is Japan only. Interesting. Or that is the OG Kingsfield. Nice. Probably make use of the servers before they go down, but you are excited for Prita. Whoa, now ninjas. Wait, what? For Prita. I don't actually know what that was going to lead into. Somebody's making custom servers for Wii U and 3DS games. Oh, interesting. I mean, I think that there's servers for things that you can do with Citra here. Also, speaking of Citra, the Citra devs, I believe, are the same as the Yuzu devs, Yuzu being the Nintendo Switch emulator. Apparently, Yuzu is getting sued by Nintendo right now. And it's like, wow, that sucks. No problems with the Fates Online connectivity, though usually won't find someone for a live battle, because I've just not been able to visit castles. Like, it'll do it like 1/3 to 1/4 of the time, but most of the time it'll just load for a while and then give me a connection error and it doesn't work. And I used to visit castles all the time during the Birthright playthrough. It's how I got all my materials and stuff, but now I just can't, and it sucks, and everything is awful and stuff there. I don't know. Alright, we have more support conversations to do and stuff because a bazillion people want to chat to each other. Shig, what do you have to say to me, huh? Modia, I brought some of my pictures for you today. Thank you. I've been waiting for this. My gods, these are all as good as, if not better than, the one I saw the other day. Is this one Azura? It is. And this one, is this a drawing of the Deep Realm you grew up in? Right again. And this is a picture of the people who acted as my guardians while I lived there. They all look so kind. They were. I know I'll never see them again, but this picture helps ease the pain. When I look at it, I remember things about each and every one of them. It must be very important to you. Yes, it is one of my most prized possessions. Looking at all these, it seems you prefer to draw real places and people from sight. Yes, typically. However, I do draw different things from time to time. Like what? In particular, I find myself drawing many pictures of a place I've never seen. I close my eyes, then draw and repeat. Eventually, I have a finished work. Oh, that's interesting. And it just comes to you? You must have a good imagination. It's not quite like that. I don't think I'm imagining it, per se. It's more like I can remember those images, just like anywhere else I've been. Oh, I'm really curious. Could you show me those pictures sometime? Certainly. I'll bring some by soon. Also, as I've been, like, cutting up this series into parts, it's occurred to me that I'm cutting up the Conquest series up into more parts than the Birthright one. Because, like, there are times that I noticed that in, like, the Child Paralog section of the Birthright playthrough especially, it was only if I was taking, like, an hour to an hour and a half in supports or doing other things between maps that I would give it its own part. Otherwise, the support conversations would just be part of, like, the same video that the Paralog that I just did was a part of. So the Birthright playthrough was an 85-part series, but the Conquest playthrough is definitely going to be more than an 85-part series. It is possible that with the Conquest playthrough, we might get pretty close to, if not passing, 200 parts for the Fire Emblem Fates series. And when the day comes that I do Revelations, I have no doubt it's going to go above 300. Especially considering how much extra paralogs there's going to be there and stuff. Like, no doubt it'll go above 300 once I have all of Fates done. But with Conquest alone, it's currently like, it might go above 200. It might not. I don't actually know. I think there's only... No, there are... I think I was about to say there's only one that's gone above 200. I can't forget Fire Emblem Three Houses. I think the two playthroughs that have gone above 200 parts before are Three Houses and Persona 5. I don't know if there's any other ones. If there is, I'm not remembering right now, but I know that those are the two other ones that have gone above 200 parts for a playthrough series before. And then Fates here is probably going to be like the third ever 200 plus part series. I have like 18 or something 100 plus part series is here. Want to get the Spot Pass supports in Awaken before the internet goes down, because if you don't, then you'll just have a series of supports you can never get. Oh yeah, and that's the way that I did it in my Awakening playthrough, was I literally transferred the save data to my 3DS, got the Spot Pass things, and then transferred the save data back to Citra. Yeah, with the servers going down and stuff, you just won't be able to do that anymore. Huh. Wow. It's a good thing I did my Awakening playthrough when I did, but like, yikes. But yeah, let's see here. One thing that custom servers are unlikely to fully replace are the levels uploaded in the Mario Maker servers. Oh, are those just gonna be lost forever? Trying but may not happen. No, I think Miiverse is up in the air, may not happen for like it being implemented in this new thingamabob. I remember seeing a group that's on a quest to beat every uncleared level in Mario Maker 1. Oh, look at their website. They have Wii U friends 100% done, Wii U chat 100% done, 3DS friends 87% done. Okay. Or 38% progress on Miiverse support. So yeah, they're going all the way. Oh, geez. But yeah, what do you mean Conquest Wars version? Conquest is the best of the three. Birthright is just like easy peasy, lemon squeezy while also being a lame story. And Revelation is just like, hey, here's like the same map just pasted 15 times while going and fighting your dad, and that's the plot. At least Conquest has some interesting things in it and is the most challenging of the three. But I have no doubt that Revelations will go past 300, because like as is, the if I pull up my folder for Fates here and stuff, like let's see here, if I do the display capture here, here's my Fates folder. So there's like mods and data and saves and yada yada, and then like all the different things for thumbnails and then the actual thumbnails that are made. As of last stream, we were at 162 parts. So Birthright, that went up to 85. That was this year. We got up to 85. Look at that low res thingamabob there. And we started Fates Conquest here at 86. And we're currently at 162. So currently as of this stream, we're at like either 163 or 164 if I cut this up into two parts here. Because I'm just doing like more separate parts is the thing. And we still have a decent bit to go. So there's a good chance that this as is will go up to 200. And then keep in mind for Revelations that I have to do paralogs for all the kiddos instead of just some of them. Which means that there's going to be a lot more content to cover with Revelations. Plus, in Revelations is when I'll be doing all the DLC that I wasn't doing before. Like the Hidden Truths one and the little DLC child story and stuff like that. Like, there's a bunch of DLCs that I'm waiting until I'm on my final playthrough to do, is the case. So, yeah, I have no doubt that this is going to go above 300, ultimately. I don't know when I'm doing Revelations. Probably not. Watch this be like another several year gap. I wouldn't mind it being another few year gap. But yeah, I have no doubt this is going above 300. There's not a single doubt in my mind. But the thing that's iffy right now is, is Conquest going to take it above 200? And yeah, Revelations is a pretty weird route. Excited for the project? Won't say the name here unless the ninjas do something, but if anyone wants a link to their website, you'll happily DM it. Fair enough. Revelation allowing you to use every character is effing sick. Everything else about it is the problem. Yeah, you're not wrong. When you're playing a strategy RPG and have to shovel snow. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the point of like the different routes is like the different styles and stuff like that. I do think that is kind of silly. That's like, yeah, you're not supposed to grind, but if you shout for DLC, then you can grind, as I have been and stuff. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, it's literally just them being like, hey, here's two styles of Fire Emblem and stuff. So it's like, here's one route that's the more recent style, and here's this route that's the more classic style, which I actually think is pretty cool. Because, like, my biggest complaint with one of my biggest complaints with Fire Emblem Three Houses is that all the routes were just so samey. It was so much of the same over and over again. But with the different routes having different play styles and like different classes and different characters that you all have access to, it makes all the routes feel like very different, and it keeps me engaged to keep on playing through. Unlike Three Houses Snorefest that was going on there. My printer sounds like it's making weird sounds, but it looks like it's printing okay. Conquest definitely has a good amount of challenge. She's struggling to get through chapter 22 Sakura without losing units many tries so far. Yeah, I'm definitely not super looking forward to the later chapters here, but I'll figure it out. Like the Bloom Closet route, everyone loves that one. But yeah, Fates would have definitely gone over better if you didn't have to pay for routes. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with Fates, is the case. Did I say engaged? I was trying to say Three Houses. Shigure, Sophie, did you need something? It's like almost a weird whistling sound that's coming from my printer. I hope that everything is okay. We're gonna check it really quickly. Hold on. Uno momento. It looks okay, but it's making like a weird whistling sound from the fans. And let's hope that nothing just ends up catching on fire back there or anything like that. It was a point because Awakening really was polarizing with the fans, so they made a game to appeal to both and ended up in several ways appealing to neither. Yeah, I mean, here's honestly a near perfection combination of the Awakening style and classic style of progression. Yeah, I like that. It's just the map design sucked, and the story left stuff to be desired. But other than that, Engage was pretty cool. Nope, just wanted to thank you for helping me the other day. Well, that, and I wanted to give you this. A hairband, like the ones I have. I just thought it'd help you see better. It'll keep your hair out of your eyes. Give it a try. I bet you like it, but he doesn't have any other portrait art here. I'm touched by your concern, but I wear my hair like this for a reason. Be edgy. Reason? Yes. This was the way one of my caretakers always styled his hair. Did he struggle to see properly? What? Maybe caretaker isn't right. He was more of a companion, a good friend, a brother. A few days before the attack happened, we decided to switch hairstyles. We thought it would be funny, and it was. Everyone had a good laugh about it. Did he just say before a battle? Few days before the attack happened. Oh, but without knowing that the attack was coming. I thought he was saying, like, in preparation for the attack. But then those beasts came, and they slaughtered everyone. My friend was the first to die. I saw it happen. Will this friend have a name? Shigure. So I wanted to keep my hair this way, for at least a little while longer. To honor him. To honor all of them. Sorry, Shigure. I didn't mean to pressure you into changing it. I had no idea. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. I'm sorry for troubling you with such things. No, it's okay. I'm glad you told me. Of course. There's another reason I like this hairstyle. Oh? Edginess. It resembles Mother's hair. She wears her bangs down over her face as well. I'm the same way. Are you, though? I started wearing my bangs up like this because my daddy wears his combed up. Oh. No, I never really noticed that. I always thought it was natural. You can literally see it being held back. Did I press A really quickly twice? It looked almost like I did for a hot second there because it looked like she blinked fast or something. Well, I suppose you won't be needing this headband after all. Maybe I'll just keep it as a spare. Alright. Thank you for hearing me out, Sophie. No problem. But yeah. And yeah, I personally feel like there shouldn't be classic mode at all in Fire Emblem. But yeah. First name his, last name friend. Yep, that's it. Be careful, Harmonia. Criticizing Engage in any way, especially the storyline, is gonna summon the Engage Defense Twitter squad. You mean the Engage Defense X squad? At this point now. Wait, I thought people commonly accepted that the base game story of Engage isn't the best. Fel's Xenolog story is pretty good though, but God, its gameplay, yeah. I still have not beaten Fel's Xenolog on like my actual physical cartridge and console, just because I could not be bothered. Like, I do realize now with like the grinding strats that I came up with later that it would have been faster than starting a whole new Cheaty Pete file on Yuzu and going through and then playing legitimately with the skills that I want from there. Like that whole 15-hour file that I did just to get through the thingamabob there. I realize now that there was a better way. But oh well. And I'm not gonna put the time into doing that now because I already got through the Fel Xenologue and like a playthrough in the channel. So what's the point of doing that on my actual physical thing now? So like my physical copy of Engage is just gonna be stuck with like never actually clearing the Fel Xenologue, I think, is what's going on there. You're on the you don't care about story side. That's fair enough, and you know, a fair enough take for something like the way that Fire Emblem games oftentimes are. Some of them have like some really cool ideas going for them. And other games are Fire Emblem Fates or Engage. Seen many people defend Engage's story on Twitter, and you've seen some people claim it's really good. Why? Like, what's the basis for their argument? Like, what's the good part about it that they really like? Used to be on this side, then you started caring about story. Yeah, I think that can be an important aspect. I mean, depending on the type of game. Like, if you're playing Roller Coaster Tycoon or something, you're not gonna expect a good story. But if the game is gonna have a story, then it should at least be like enjoyable. Even it doesn't even have to be good. Like, you can look at a story like Plants vs Zombies, where Zomboss and his zombies are trying to eat your brains, and like Crazy Dave is giving you advice, and that's like a very simple, very basic story, but it's silly and it's enjoyable and fun, despite being about as basic as it gets. There's cases like that. Who's a mother of Forest? Azura is the case. Anyway, moral of the story is that Dark Deity 2 is gonna be such a fun emblem like SRPG. Yeah, that should be fun there. Sales numbers and Metacritic user scores seem to suggest that not too many people are sensitive of criticism of Engage. But didn't Engage also not sell anywhere near as well as Three Houses? And wasn't it like the director or some intelligent systems head honcho that was like, huh, I guess this is a sign that we shouldn't do this style, and maybe we should just stick to more Three Houses like stuff, because this didn't actually perform as well as we hoped. But yeah, so Three Houses story is not causing moral debates and harassment. At least there's that, most definitely. The Three Houses community would never do that. Shigure ran off again today. Which probably means he's hiding out in that clearing. So these two have like a normal support conversation with each other, like just as is, without being siblings, that they can build up, but they're also siblings. So did they get the sibling conversation for one or the other, or do they get the normal support, I wonder? Surrounded by all those animals he's friends with in the forest. Looks like I was right. Hello, Shigure. Forest, what are you doing out here? Don't go. No, they ran off. Sorry for driving them away again. No, don't worry about it. They aren't used to other people being around here. It's easy to startle them. Oh, I see. They sure seem fond of you, though. We may have the same parents, but we really could be more different. So I guess this is just like the Shigure sibling conversation that it defaults to then? Why were you looking for me again? Did you need something? I still want to spend time with you. We're siblings, but it's almost like you and I are strangers. But you're my only brother in the world. That's true. Listen, I'm sorry for being cold the other day. Makes me happy to know that you care so much. I'm your brother, and I don't want to let you down. Do you mean it? Can I stay here with you for a while? Maybe you can call back those animals. Honestly, I don't think they would be comfortable around you. Really? Yeah, they're so happy around you. Maybe they're like Leo and they just are weird around femboys. And if I work really hard, they would want to be my friends too. Are there any secret tips that you can share with me? I'm not sure if this will help, but you need to be the most masculine man that's ever masculine manned. I mean, animals are highly attuned to the feelings of people around them. Most likely, they detected something in you that drove them off. Sounds rude. Like what? Why would I be angry at some cute animals? They can sense what you were thinking. Are you sizing them up to figure out which one might make a tasty dinner? Even just for a moment. No, Shigure, I'm not a glutton. I wouldn't want their fur either. Of course not. I'm sorry. That's just the biggest reason I could think of for them to run away. I appreciate how sincere you are about befriending them. I'll try to think of what can be done to make them feel safe around you. There has to be a way to help out my kind-hearted brother. I certainly hope so. Alright, support level B there. But yeah, cries it out like in Three Houses. Fire Emblem 20 in your experience is just old men yelling at clouds, except the clouds are Three Houses and Engage. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn is good gameplay. Cuts to 3-minute long enemy phase. Is that how long it takes in that? I started playing Radiant Dawn like before I was a content creator and got a few chapters in, but I never really continued it. I'll play Radiant Dawn on this channel one day. I would very much like to, but it's like first is this, Fates Conquest, Lunatic Classic, then Fire Emblem 6. I don't know if I'm ever coming back to Three Hopes. I'm just kind of done with the world of Fodlan at this point. So even though I have more in Fodlan that I haven't finished yet, I just don't really want to, honestly. And then after that, would it be Fire Emblem Fates Revelations? And then Fire Emblem 8 to finish off the Game Boy Advanced ones? And then maybe Echoes? And then maybe Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance? Or Path of Radiance and then Radiant Dawn is the way that goes. That's what I meant to say, is that I started playing Path of Radiance. I didn't just start with Radiant Dawn. They both have Radiant and or a version of that. And so I get them mixed up in my head sometimes. The GameCube one, the first one there. You are near the final chapter with 70 plus playable characters, but can only deploy 12. Yep. Yeah, that's the way it goes.